The news from season 2 is coming out fast and furious. We are getting new drops every single Watt Wednesday, and it's only going to get fuller from here. And today, we have something very special for you. I was lucky enough to get to interview just a couple of our favorite cast members and discuss what was coming in the next season. I can't wait for you to see. Welcome to Dragonmount. I'm your host, Kathy. Before we start, please make sure to like and subscribe to this video. As always, we are sponsored by Tor Books and our incredible Patreon supporters. And if you're not a supporter yet, get ready because we are going to be completely revamping our Patreon account and all of the rewards that are offered. We cannot wait for you to see what's coming. It's because of this incredible community and you watching this in particular that let us get access to all of these amazing experiences. So thank you. Now, for the reason that you are all here. In June, Dragonmount was invited to participate in a press junket. If you aren't familiar, a junket is a day or two of back-to-back interviews taking place in a single location. The people getting interviewed sit in a room and the interviewers cycle through one by one until the day is finished. Just so you know, this was filmed before the SAG-AFTRA strike, so no picket lines were crossed in the making of this interview. We were matched up to talk with Madeleine Madden and Henney for 5 whole minutes, followed by 5 more minutes with Marcus Rutherford, Ceara Coveney, and Donal. Please enjoy. Hi, I'm Kathy Campbell, the new leader of Dragonmount, which is a Wheel of Time community that will be celebrating its 25th anniversary this fall. We're wondering, what are you most excited for book readers to see in season 2, and what are you most nervous about?
I think in for season 2, I think what I'm really excited for the book fans to see is that there's probably a couple of characters that they might have expected in season 1, who kind of feature quite heavily in the Eye of the World. And I think what's really lovely in season 2 is they've given such a cool introduction, and I think there's only a finite amount of time that you can get in a season, and I think Rafe kind of realised that these characters and the status that they have, it warranted a proper introduction. So I think them coming in season 2, I think I've got a character that shows me a lot more about my kind of wolf qualities, which is really interesting. And I think, there's a lot of new characters that I think the book fans will be probably been anticipating for a while.
Oh, most excited. It's going to be a blanket answer, but all these characters are on severely separate journeys now in different worlds. And I think that's a fun way for the show to kind of take a different breath, and the viewers as well. So it's just much more dynamic. I'm overall excited for people to see season 2 because I think it's a more complete season. I think pacing wise, tone wise, we made some real positive changes. And so that's what I'm excited for.
I'm really excited for book fans to meet Elaine. I know she was featured in The Eye of the World, but she's here in season 2 and we meet her for the first time in the White Tower. And I think book fans will be excited to know that the Wonder Girls are together. She meets Egwene and Nynaeve, and we start to see their friendships blossom.
Pacing wise and tone wise, we do get to sit with the characters a bit more. Which I think is, which is what we love about this series, is you get to know these characters so intimately. And I think also, through the medium of television and filmmaking, we can lean into the darker themes a bit more. We can flesh out those moments and make it a bit grittier. So I'm excited for audiences to see, how that translates on the TV.
Yeah, I have to say too, I'm our, I guess we say younger cast, and but I'm just excited for people to see the actors really spread their wings. I mean, specifically, Zoe and Maddie, and they have some really, really amazing stuff this season. I can't wait for people to see. So that excites me a lot.
For me, the thing that I'm excited for the book fans to see is just, I think the second season allows more space for these characters to kind of to explore themselves, like, and to learn how they are in relationship to themselves, to other people, and to kind of grow. And I think, you know, I know that the community that with Dragonmount is also people that just know the TV show and have met the Wheel of Time through that way, that they get to follow more of the story and to kind of learn more about these characters, I think. And for Matt, I suppose, just it's been a delight to play him. So, like, I think that's probably another thing that I'm excited for them to see, is just for me to kind of join it. I'm really delighted.
And then, what are you most nervous about?
What are we most stressed about?
Yes.
I'm probably nervous about people seeing my long hair. So we'll see.
I mean, I can see the vibes of it being down. Definitely is a different look for Lan, but I think you pull it off.
We'll see.
Daniel, you could rock dog poo on your head. Like,
yes.
Come on.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and I do sometimes.
What about you, Madeleine? What are you most nervous about?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just excited, really.
Good.
You know, I think season 1, I definitely was nervous. You know, there was a lot of pressure then, and you know, there still is now, but I think we've established our characters, and you know, the fans have got to know us. So, you know, I think that's really important as well. Like, you know, we're really appreciative of our strong fan base. And yeah, you know, I think I speak for everyone. I think you know, the fans are going to be really stoked with this season.
I think something I'm not nervous about it necessarily, but we have been away for a bit. You know, It's a long time in between seasons. So that's something that all of you guys can help with, is just getting the word out and making sure that people tune in and watch the show. And because we think it's a really great second season. So,
Donal, your position is unique because you're stepping into a role that was previously held by someone else. But you've managed to come in and just perfectly capture that casual calm and twinkle of mischief that we adore. How did you prepare for that transition?
I'm really glad to hear that that's how you feel, you know. Thank you for that. Preparation, I kind of feel, was almost a kind of just meet the character in that moment in time, and to use the first season as you know, I hadn't seen any of the first season, and so I just used those scripts as a way of kind of building a backstory and justifying choices that he made and the behaviors that he has to, you know, influence the performance at the point in time where I meet him. Because for me, it's kind of like that is my episode 1 of season 1, and you know, and so just diving into the books as well and pulling whatever I can to kind of give Matt that kind of shade that, as I know and understand, that like so much of the fans love, that it's getting those moments in the book as well and kind of bringing them to the performance in ways that in the times where it's suitable and kind of and makes sense to colour it with the attributes of Matt in the book, and to kind of to I don't know, kind of feel like the fans of the book are being kind of seen at that moment.
Yeah, well, it was absolutely flawless. Ceara, your delicate balance between "don't you know who I am" with those more vulnerable nerves about wanting to be friends with Egwene was absolutely glorious from what I've seen. How did you manage that just whole vibe?
I think from the offset, I felt this real connection to Elaine, and I felt like I really, really understood her, and I got her, because I know that sometimes she can maybe come across as a bit bratty or maybe a bit entitled, and I feel like I know that that's not at the core of who she is. I think it's just a byproduct of how she's been brought up. So I loved kind of sprinkling those moments in, because naturally they're going to be there, but also I really enjoyed kind of the focus on trying to make these new friends that she didn't realize that she could have in conjunction with being a queen. She didn't know that she could kind of have these people around her. So I just really enjoyed kind of playing that journey of hers.
So season 2 has both of you on a journey where you are a little bit disconnected from the strong partnerships you had in season 1, Lan with Maureen and Egwene with Nynaeve. Has this affected your off-screen relationships at all?
I don't think so, but Rosamund can be pretty method, so from time to time, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't necessarily think so. We're such a tight-knit group. We get along so well. It's hard to shoot anything when we're all together because everyone's just laughing and
Yeah.
and it's like wrangling a bunch of kindergartners. So
It is.
I don't think it has, if I'm super honest with you. But I do love the way how I've seen everything play out on screen. So
Yeah.
whatever the cast has done to dig in, they've done a great job.
Yeah, I agree with Daniel. I think sometimes when you do have to go to like more vulnerable places, or moments that you feel the characters are a bit strained, where there is tension, it can kind of bring you a bit closer together. Hey, you know, I think in those somber moments, you do come closer together, and just being vulnerable. A funny thing is, I often think about is sometimes with your co-stars, you know, you share such like intense eye contact, or you're so close with them, which is something that you just don't really experience in the real world. So you know, sometimes you come out of it and you're like, wow, that was a really intense day, thank you so much for everything you gave. And I mean, you know, we've got such a generous cast creatively, so you know, it's, if anything, it just brings you closer together.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We're so excited. I cannot wait to share the 4 episodes that I have seen with the rest of the world, because it just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
5 minutes flashed by so quickly with each group. I still cannot believe that happened. It was an absolutely incredible experience, and I was so thankful to be asked to be a part of it. The energy that all 5 of these glorious humans put into their time with me was just wonderful. It had to have been an absolutely exhausting day, and we're so thankful for all 5 of them. What was your favorite part? What would you have asked if you had 5 minutes with any of these cast members? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
That's all for this episode. Thanks for sticking around to the end. As always, please subscribe to our channel and click the thumbs up button, or leave a comment. We like comments, especially positive ones. If you have a friend who enjoys the Wheel of Time, tell them about Dragonmount.com and our show. Special thanks to our show sponsor, Tor Books, as well as to our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how our show is made and get additional insights into Wheel of Time, you can become a Patreon supporter. We have a lot of big plans for the show, and your contribution will go a long way to making them a reality. Be sure to follow Dragonmount on social media, and see you next time!